Okay, scan.
I hope you got something for me in here, Browley.
Oh. Okay. So guys, I saw another nice effect which we can recreate with you. So we have a steam smoke from the tubes here inside this hull. You can see them. Okay, when you're closer, they're disappearing. Okay, let's go back a bit to see them better. Okay, it looks nice, but I'm sure we can make it to looks better. Let's check the second. Oh no, I want to see the tube. Smoke. Okay, it's here. We have a good view of the reference from here, guys.
Wall rat unit, Corporal Walker.
Okay,
I'm here to find
we have
information
smoke with
about,
a lot of velocity here, what I see,
about Ranger
which is
Unit
scaling
Sergeant
during the
Browley.
lifetime. So in the beginning it's more, at the end it's increasing a lot. Not that much, but increasing. Okay, so I think we have the reference which we need. And let's go inside Niagara and to recreate this steam smoke, guys. See you. Okay guys, we are inside Unreal already, and I also already prepared an effect for you, so you can see our steam, how it have to look at the end of our tutorial. So it looks realistic. And I also placed one tube to look similar like it's from tube. So let's go inside Niagara and to create this effect together. So first, content drawer, let's make a new effect, Niagara system. Yes, and here we will use the fontaine as a starting content. So here finish, and let's name it smoke steam, for example. So I will open it. Okay, so this is what we have here by default. First, what I'm going to do, I will change this background because I don't like it. So here I will click show environment, I will stop it. Okay, save, details, and I'm already here. So first we have to change the material. I prepared one material, it's smoke material. I already made a tutorial how to build this smoke material, so I will give a link below into the description so you see how I did it there. Also, I will give you the files about this material, so don't worry. Okay, now sub UV, it's important, have to be 8x8 because we have to count inside our material. I will show you how the material looks inside. It's really basic material, so if you know how to make materials, you can just copy what I did here and to place it. So this is just a basic brush from Photoshop, which look like smoke, and this is the sprite sheet which I'm using for most of my tutorials. It's a smoke sprite sheet of the book, and here it's translucent surface defaulted. Here we have depth fade. It's important to have depth fade because without this depth fade our texture will go directly through our meshes and it looks not that good like with this depth fade. So be sure that you have a depth fade in your materials. Okay, so I will stop it now. No, I don't want to make changes, saves. Okay, first let's make a GPU because we want our project to be less heavy, because when CPU it's heavier than with GPU. So we want to reduce this and to make it better for our projects. So GPU is the main emitter which we are going to use. So here the emitter state first, let's make it system. Okay, we don't need self, it doesn't matter to be honest if the system self it's infinite, but let's keep it system here. Okay, now the spawn rate, we have to give more variation to our effect. So here random range float, and here let's write something like 20 and 30, for example. Okay, so now the initialized particles, are important. We have to give different values to our life. So here random range, and let's give a value like 0.3 and 0.7 for example. Okay, so now it's much better. Here the mass mode have to be 0.6 for example, and 1.2. I don't know, the mass mode, it's not really important to be honest. Without it or with it, it's all same. Okay, now the size have to be different. So here non-uniform, and now random range float, and here we write 1, 5, here will be 25, and for example 35. Okay, and let's give a rotation to our particle. So the rectangle here, again random range, and here let's write minus 360 and 360. So we have different variations of spawning our particles. Okay, now it's not looking perfect, but let's place it here inside our level. Okay, here I will rotate it to be like the ready one, and now we will compare them all of the time. So here we don't need a shape location. I will delete it, and the velocity here will be different. So here I will make it the velocity linear, have to be linear. And now here let's make vector. So we have to give this type of animation, which is floating left, right, up, down. It's important to give this type of animation to look more realistic, like a steam from the tube. So here make vector. Now to the x direction we have to write sine here to give this sine. Also we will give it to the y direction, so sine here also. And now we have to give a period to both of them. So here we'll write something like 0.4, 0.4, and here the scale have to be, the scale it's the speed of the moving fluttering around. So here let's give something like, I don't know, let's see 15 for example. Here to the z direction we have to give a power more here, so let's write, okay, this gravity force we don't need it. Okay, now you can see we are onto the right way, but we have more stuff which we have to do before that. So here particle state have to be particle state. Okay, oh, here the drag, do we need a drag? Yes, but the drag have to be bigger, so let's write it like 3. Okay, scale color, we don't need the scale color. I will delete it and we'll add just a color after that. We don't need a color. So let's add a subview animation to take the animation from the sprites. So I will activate here, have to be sprite renderer. And the thing which is really important for this effect to finish it is the scale sprite size. So here, scale sprite size. Okay, here have to be non-uniform, vector to different curve. And now it's time to build it. So let's start with the green ones. So oops. So here it have to start 0, 1. Okay, the end of the effect have to be here 0.9 for example, and here have to be 2.4. Okay, now let's do it for the red, and the red one. Here the beginning have to be like that, and the end have to be like 0.6 for example, 6.2 even, and here to be 9.3. Okay, let's see how it looks. It's much better, but there is one thing which we are missing, and it's important. When you're working with this type of velocity, you have to come here to the material and here to make it velocity aligned and face camera. Now you can see it's fixed already. And now let's see how it looks. So guys, we have the perfect steam already. And of course we can control the color. So now it's too white. If you want to make it darker, like in the game, it will be from here, but first let's see. Okay, I will stop this first. Let's see. Okay, I will restart it. So cover from curve. So here the beginning only it's dark. So what we have to do here is just to make it the color we want. And here I will delete this part. Oops. Okay. Also delete this. Let's see how it looks if we delete it. No, it's not good without it. I will bring it back because this is the opacity which is fading our effect at the end. Let's see. I have to decrease the opacity a bit. Okay. So now it's darker, but when it's white, it's much better. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so guys, the tube steam effect, it's ready. I hope you like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel for the next tutorials and for the next game which we are going to play together and to recreate all of the effects which we like from them. So bye from me.